Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'll have you arrive and settle into a comfortable place. Allow the body to just feel the earth. And begin to establish some sort of awareness of the breath. Deep in breath and deep out breath. Beginning to feel the felt experience of weight in the body. The felt experience of sound. You might have some birds singing where you are, like we do over here. You might be either looking at or feeling the sunshine like we are over here. A felt experience of sun, of light. And take in that deep in breath where this fresh breath can enter the body and seep through every single layer. One more time, take it in like a real luxurious sip. And find a sense of gratitude for this breath. For the health of your lungs. Begin to experience just the in-breath and the out-breath, raising the belly and lowering it, raising the chest and lowering it. You might even visualize your lungs filling up and releasing. Breath of life. And whatever has been going on with you this morning, whatever it took you to arrive and settle on your mat, any thoughts that have been going on until now, just slowly kind of hand them over. Just take them as if you're cupping them in your hands and just handing them down, setting them down next to you for the next 60 minutes, and allow yourself to really be nourished by the experience of being. We'll take one more deep in-breath together and let it go. And slowly begin to move the body. If you're not sitting in a seated position yet, roll over onto your side and come to seated. Bring the palms to heart space. Place them on top of the chest or join them together at the heart. And find an intention that you would like for your day. To set an intention. Intentions are beautiful. And they are non-binding. They're not like a resolution. It's an intention. And it can be renewed every moment of the day. What do you want your day to be like today? Do you want it to be full of thoughts and worries, or do you want your day to be filled with newness with each breath? Freshness. We open with the sound of Om. First, a cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As you open your eyes, take your time to slowly reach the arms overhead. Make fists with hands and circle your wrists around. And again in the other direction. And let's slowly stand up. And as you come into a standing position, allow your entire body to feel the depth of the earth under your feet. And what I mean by that is begin with the experience of feet on the ground, and as much as you can, let your weight drop into the earth as if you're growing roots underground, and begin to feel that you're pulling from the center of the earth into your body, energizing it with earth energy. And start to slowly take the right or left arm and circle them through to get into your shoulders a little bit. And you can kind of bend the elbow side to side if that feels better. And then switch directions like you're doing swimming. And again, back strokes. And now start to take it into some twisting motions so that you're swimming and you're twisting at the same time. And then switch directions, forward. At one point, hold the twist over to the left and let kind of the neck look up and down a couple of times. Head looks up and down. Bring the arms all the way up and around to the other side. Maybe a half bind with the other hand as it goes behind the left hip. Looking up and down, getting into your cervical spine a little bit. Come back through to the center. Reach your right arm all the way up and find a side bend. And then take it to the other side and another side bend. Now start to rock your hips side to side at the same time. And as you return back to center, find a squat. Drop your hips down. Separate your feet nice and wide. Maybe the toes go sideways. And start to go up and down with that squat. Just getting into the legs a little bit. And now we'll start to take it using the arms at the same time. So we'll reach the arms up with the in-breath. With the out-breath, the arms circle through, the fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, rise, and exhale, lower. Rise in, out, lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Shake up the legs a little bit, side to side. Shake up the arms a little bit. And then make your way down to your table pose. Start to access the mid-back, lower back, and upper back with these arches and curls. Continue to fill up the lungs with breath. And also start to invite some motion through the neck, looking all the way up and all the way down without yanking the neck, compressing it too much. And we'll slowly start to make our way into a downward facing dog. Whenever you feel ready, you might start with one leg back, shifting back and forth, or you might go straight into 2 legs. Take your time to shift forward into a plank pose and press back into downward dog. Back and forth a few times. Access your feet, access your legs, access your back and your shoulder blades with these motions. And at some point, release the knees sideways so that they're nice and open. Take some semicircles around to get into your hips. Let that lead you into your child pose, elongating the spine and resting for a few moments. Does this sound okay? Yeah? Good. Come back to your downward facing dog. And slowly reach your right leg up towards the sky with the next in-breath. With the out-breath, bring the knee to the chest and curl. Lengthen back with the inhale. The exhale, step foot to right thumb. Find crescent. Bend the back knee, tuck pelvis under. Maybe you walk the back foot slightly forward, maybe not. And then reach those arms all the way overhead with the inhale. With the exhale, dip down with the back leg. Fingertips come under the thigh. And let's do that another few times. In, up, exhale, down. Smell the grass if you're out here with us. It smells so good. Activate the right heel into the earth. Maybe look up and down and just beautiful skies, vast open sky. It doesn't even feel like a workout. It's like so nourishing. Again. There's no work involved. Let's do 3 times. And as you rise, take a deep breath in. On the breath out, dial back, heel down. Open it up to your warrior two. And let the wrist circle through. Open up your palms towards the sky or the thumb facing up with the palms facing sideways. See which one feels better for you. Actually, you know what? Start to roll the shoulders down internally and externally. Kind of internal rotation, external rotations. Expand the arms apart and reverse your warrior. Deep in breath. On the out breath, come back to center. Cartwheel hands down. Find your way back into a three-legged dog. The left toes curl under. The right leg extends all the way back. Maybe the knee kind of bends and the hip dials open. As you square the hips, elongate the leg back. Inhale. On the exhale, shift forward in a plank pose and hold. Allow the knees to drop. Draw the chest forward. Inhale. On the exhale, lower down and lift the feet as you lower down. Down and up 10 times. See if the elbows can kind of reach directly back, making this a triceps push-up. And at the end of that 10th, you'll lower all the way to the ground, onto your bellies. As you lower all the way down, extend the legs all the way back, and tent your fingers forward to lift the chest. Then draw the elbows back for baby cobra. See if you can really activate the shoelace sides of the feet, engaging glutes and legs, elongating neck. Inhale as you draw those arms forward. Exhale as you open them back up and elbows draw back. One more time. In. Out. I lied. 2 more times. In. Out. Last time. In. Out. Beautiful. Plant the palms down and find your way back to downward facing dog. Pedal the feet or do anything else. Maybe you like to be completely static in down dog. One more in breath. And let it go. Left leg rises up with the inhale. Exhale, knee to the chest, curl. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, knee to chest, step forward, crescent lunge. Find that stability in the pelvis, the neutral spine. Take those arms overhead, deep in breath. On the out breath, bend. In, rise. Out, dip. Where's that left heel? Can you feel it activating as you rise and lower? For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, inhale, exhale, the warrior 2. Now look to the left and to the right. Then shrug the shoulders up and down. Expand the arms apart and reverse your warrior. Inhale. As you cartwheel the hands down, slowly make your way back to a three-legged dog. Keep active in that left hand. Let the shoulders be nice and equal. Straighten out the legs, square the hips, in breath. Out breath, shift forward for plank. If you like those push-ups, do them again. Or lower down halfway to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling for upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhaling for downward facing dog. Deep in breath. And let it go. Bend your knees. Draw your hips back. Inhale, look forward. On the exhale, walk or float forward, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way to stand. Exhale, palms to heart space. Good job. Shift your weight into your left leg. Reach your right knee up. Take it to the side with the in-breath and forward with the out-breath 3 times. You know, this can also be done with foot on the ground. As you return to the center, take an in-breath. With the out-breath, hands to the hips, extend the leg forward, heel presses forward. Heel goes out to the side, turns all the way through, lands the ball of the foot behind you, and squats down. Inhale, rise, circle that leg through, cross it over this time, and maybe dip down. Let's do it again. In, sideways, and back to dip. In, sideways, and front to dip. How about 2 more times, you guys? Nice and slow. Let that left leg burn. Building those muscles, strengthening your joints. As the muscles strengthen, they take some of the weight off of the joint. Let's do one last time. Cross and dip. Good job. Some of us might like to release the fingertips to the ground for a nice elongation in the other leg. Some of us will take that leg off to come into a forward fold. Good job. Now everyone comes back into a standing position, and we take it to the other side. Shake it up, lifting that knee off the ground and taking the hip back and forth. 2 more times. Good job. Now, let's take it and expand the leg forward with the in-breath. To the side. Back, around, and dip. Back up, side, forward, cross and dip. 4 more. held by all this. Held by the sounds of the birds, by the sunshine, by the breeze and the clouds. One last time. And cross and dip. Maybe straighten out the leg or come into a full forward fold. Good job. Slowly release into a standing position. Take the hands to the hips, separate the legs a little, and circle through those hips. As you return back into a standing position, rise up with the arms in breath. Out breath, bow, forward fold. In a half lift. Out, step back, plank pose. Lower down, right forearm, followed by left. Hold, tuck tailbone under, draw chest forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise back up to plank. Press yourself up with the right arm. Find that strength in the plank. Dial heels to the right for a side plank. Open up, in. And on the out, release the left hand. Lower the knees. Take a quick push-up. Raise the knees. Dial heels to the left and open through. Come back to center. Knees drop, quick push-up. Knees rise, heels dial, open through. Let's do it again. Back to plank, nice and slow, strong core, knees release, push-up. Knees lift, dialing to the left. One more time, stick with me. Come back, stay strong. Release knees, lower down. Inhale, dial to the right. Back to center. Knees release, push up. Knees lift, dial to the left. Open through. Back to center with the in-breath. Out-breath, lower all the way onto your bellies. Just like we did at the beginning, open your heart, lift, reach your arms sideways. This time, lift the legs too. Inhale here. On the exhale, draw the arms forward. Inhale, lift again, open through. Exhale, lower a little, draw the arms forward. Inhale, open through. One last time, exhale. Inhale, open. And back to child pose. Knees to the side, hips draw back. Any motion that you need to do here. It's getting hot. Woo! And I'm wearing a cashmere sweater under this. Yeah, I'm starting. That's not gonna do it. Who would have thought, Amy?
I can't believe it.
Right?
Okay.
Thank you. I was freezing this morning.
It's beautiful now.
Yeah. All right, my dears. From your child pose back to your downward facing dog. Deep in breath and out breath. I think I'm getting rid of both. Let's reach the right leg up towards the sky with the next in-breath. Dial the hip open, maybe a flip dog if it's available. Come back through to the center. Reach the right leg back up. Inhale. On the exhale, step the foot to the outside of the mat maybe. And behind the right hand. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Kind of a little bit more out. Yeah, it's going to have to get on the grass. Toes facing more out to the right. Yes. Now from here, let's take the left hand and shift it even more towards the left. And take a twist. Either we stay here in the twist, or we shift our weight into the right leg, drawing the left leg through into one of those funky looking side planks. Good. Come back to your plank, plant and replant your hands, then take your time to lower the back knee for lizard. And maybe in lizard, you take a few push-ups, down and up. Or maybe you take a twist and a bend in the back knee to grab a hold of the back foot for a quad stretch. Maybe you're just releasing in lizard and kind of allowing the hip to open without any of that other funky stuff that we're doing. Good job. Come back to the center, curl the back toes under. Toe heel the right foot back to center. Rise up to find your crescent and prepare for your vertical twist. So we're going to take that twist over to the right. Allow the left arm to expand forward. The right arm might expand back. Come back to center with the in-breath. On the out-breath, we dial the back heel down and open it up to Warrior Two. Inhale, rise up with the arms. Take the hands behind the head. Curl the back toes under to return into a crescent. And twist to the right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Warrior Two. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. I mean, not twist. You know what I mean. One last time. In. Out. Twist. Stay in this twist. And take your time to slowly take that left wrist up and over the thigh, hinging forward, drawing the hips a bit more back, maybe half binding in that right arm. And then the left leg will walk forward into a chair, keeping that twist. Keep dipping down with the in-breath and the out-breath, twisting from the mid-back. Rise all the way up with the inhale to stand. And the exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant palms, and take your time to walk back to downward dog. If you'd like to take a transitional flow, do it. Otherwise, maybe go straight to downward dog. Deep inhale and exhale. Left leg slowly rises up with the in-breath. The out-breath knee comes towards the chest. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, step to the outside of the left hand. Finding that space to draw the back leg if you want to do that again. So remember, that leg has to be more out to the side, and that hand needs to be more out to the side so that there is space to draw the back leg through without collapsing into your shoulder. Nice. Press away from the ground. More. Lift your hips. Yes! Back to plank. Actually, no. Keep your leg there for lizard. Dropping the back knee and taking any variations in lizard that you wish. Beautiful. Slowly release. Back to plank. Curl back toes under. Toe heel that left foot towards the center. Rise up. Find that crescent. Reach arms overhead. In breath. Out breath. Vertical twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Back heel down. Warrior two. Come back to your crescent. All you're doing is lifting that right heel back, squaring the hips to face the front, and then bending back knee, tucking pelvis under for the twist. Come back to center in. Back heel dials, opens through. 2 more times in. Square the hips first. Then twist. Good job. You guys look so good. Back to center in. And out. Last time. And twist. Back to center. Warrior two. As you return back to your crescent, now we're going to take it into that hinging forward. Right wrist comes up and over left thigh, and we twist from that mid-back. So find that mid-back twist. The left hand can stay at the hip or bind like we did before. It doesn't have to bind. On this shoulder, it doesn't feel good for me to bind, so I'm not going to do that. You stay here. Feel the activation of the left heel as you come into a chair twist. And continue to dip down while twisting. One more in and out. Rise all the way up with the in-breath. And out-breath, palms to heart space. Shift your weight into your left leg. Balance. Come into warrior three. Elongate the leg. Hinge. Feel the drawing of the chest, the relaxation of the shoulders, the activation in that left leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land the foot hip distance, preparing for Parshvothanasana, pyramid pose, as you bow, elongating through the front leg. Now notice where your right hand is and start to walk yourself over towards the right to come into a wide-legged forward fold. And take any kind of rocking side to side or any kind of variation in this forward fold that feels good. I like side lunges a lot. Let the head hang heavy. Feel the groundedness sensation in this fold. How grounding it is to fold forward. Anytime you feel overwhelmed, just trust me, fold forward. It takes a few minutes and you're all set. Not even, just 1 minute. Start to walk yourself back towards the front. And rock forward to a forward fold. Rise all the way up with the in-breath. And out, palms to heart space. And let's do it on the other side. Shift your weight into your right leg. And go into your airplane or warrior 3. The hands can even stay at the hips the whole time, or they can come to heart space, or they might expand back or sideways. Two more breaths. Land the foot back. And stabilize yourself. Feet hip distance, legs extended. Hinge from the hips for your pyramid pose. Just the calming effect of all of these folds. Nourishing breath. Scent of grass. Birds are still singing. And walk your hands over towards the left for a wide-legged forward fold. And this time you might walk your hands more forward and tent your fingers onto the earth. Stretching into your shoulders a little bit more. One more deep in breath. Your out breath, walk your hands back towards your foot, towards the front. And take your time to find your way into a table pose. From table, rise onto your knees. Expand your torso upward. And press your hips forward as you support yourself, your lower back with your hands. Maybe you curl the toes under to kind of allow the heels to lift a little higher. Taking right hand over to your right hip into a half camel, expanding left arm up. And then drawing the hips back as you circle through the front, drawing the hips forward again and opening up into that half camel. Let's do it again. And again. One last time on each side, or you might like to take your full camel pose if it's available and it feels good on your body. Allow yourself to slowly release. Come back to table and take some arches and curls. Cross your feet, shift back to a seated position. And from your seated, let's keep the left heel kind of bent, or left knee bent, and the right foot goes in front as you twist towards your right. Deep in breath. And out. Come back to center, switch legs. Come back to center. Soles of the feet come together. Baddha Konasana. Keep your hands behind you for a moment just to open your heart. And if you wish, you might take a forward fold. It's not necessary, but if it feels good on your body, do it. Extend right leg forward. Keep the left sole of the foot in the inner thigh. Janu Shavasana, bow if it feels good. Slowly rise. Take it to the other side. One leg might be more flexible than the other. Take it slow as you bow. Keep a micro bend in that left knee. Good job. Come on out of the stretch. Extend both legs forward. Make your way onto your backs. You might put your head towards me, legs towards the back, so that you can hear me better. Pull your knees towards your chest for a big squeeze. Elongate the left leg down for when relieving pose. Bend your left knee planted on the ground. Shift your hips up and over to the right a little. Then re-extend your left leg to come into a twist, a reclining twist. If the leg elongated doesn't feel good, stack both legs underneath each other, kind of like I just modified. Notice where your nervous system is at right now and where your body is at, where your emotional body, physical body is at in comparison to the beginning of class, and just find some gratitude for this practice, for this earth, for this sunshine, for these birds. As you come back towards the center, pulling the left knee towards the chest for when relieving pose on the other side. This is luxurious. Doesn't get better than that. Bright blue skies. Expansive space. Warmth from the sun. Taking your way into a twist on the other side, however variation you prefer. Returning slowly to your back and onto your Shavasana. Open yourself up, palms facing up. Take in the entirety of this experience. Maybe this is what life is about. Maybe it's as simple as that. Is to be. And to experience being. Maybe your purpose is to be. Maybe it's as simple as that. Om Bhurбhuvah Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om Bhurбhuvah Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Take a deep in breath together and sigh it out. If you'd like to remain reclined for the close of class, you're welcome. Otherwise, roll over onto your side. And slowly rise up to seated. Open your palms towards the sky and feel your palms, feel your fingertips. Feel yourself as a expression of this mystery. Just like the birds and the grass and the flowers, an expression, an extension of all this is. And bring those palms to your heart, plant them at the chest. Give thanks. Give thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We close with the sacred sound of Om, a cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Thank you for allowing me to teach you today, and namaste.